So once your Fusion 360 has installed and launched, it should look something like this. It should bring you to a page with white background and some grid lines. And we're just going to go through a quick setup of some settings. Make sure that you're able to follow along during the lesson. So first, we're going to go to the top left and click a 3x3 grid called Show Data Panel. This should bring up Data Panel with all your projects, which for you should be none. And we're actually going to create a new project, this blue button right here. So hit Create New Project. It'll bring up a place where you can type a name for it. And we're going to name this CAD program dash whatever your name is. So for me, it would be Jimmy Murin. Hit Enter, and it will create that project folder for you. So once that project is created, we're going to double click, enter that project, and it'll bring you to this workspace where all of your parts for this camp are going to go and be saved to. So now that we have that done and we're in our project, let's set a few preferences. So we're going to go to the top right. You should see your profile icon. Click that and hit Preferences. It should bring up a tab. And the first thing I want you to do on this tab that it brings up is make sure down here, default modeling orientation is Z up, not Y up, Z up. Once you have that configured, we're going to go to this side panel here, navigate down to Design, and make sure our default units are in millimeters. Once we have that selected, we're going to apply all these changes with OK. And that way you're set up so that everything will be consistent during the tutorial. Now, one final thing I want you guys to set up is your toolbar. So this toolbar up here can be all the tools we're going to be using to create our CAD. So I just want to make sure that in your toolbar, everything I have on my screen is the same as the stuff that you have on your screen to avoid any confusion. There's going to be a lot of hidden settings where you have to hit this Create and find it down here. So to make it easy, I'm just going to have you pin to your toolbar the exact same settings I have. So number one, we're going to want Sketch. By default, this should already be here. Extrude should already be here as well. Revolve may or may not be here. So how you do that is you go through here, look for Revolve. Okay, we found it. There should be 3 dots appearing at the side. Let's click that. We're going to want to check Pin to Toolbar. So once we pin that to our toolbar, it should appear up here. Same thing with Hole. Let's look for Hole. Okay, found it. 3 dots, Pin to Toolbar. Now rectangular patterns a little bit trickier. It's a bit more hidden, but you're going to go down to Pattern, Rectangular Pattern, 3 dots, Pin to Toolbar. And same thing for Create Form and Mirror. We're going to go down, look for it, Mirror, 3 dots, Pin to Toolbar. So once your toolbar looks very similar to mine, your configuration is almost completely set up. There's one last piece I want everyone to have is you want to click Create Sketch. You want to click any 3 of these yellow planes. Now you can see a new Sketch toolbar opened up, and we're going to want to pin this intersect into our toolbar. We're going to go to Create, Project/Include, Intersect, and pin that to our toolbar right up here. So once you have that in your toolbar, we're going to finish Sketch, get out of here. And one final thing we want to do is we want you to share this project with your 2 instructors. So we're going to go to the top left next to Data. You'll find People. Click People. And here are the 2 email addresses that we want you to add. So it will be this one right here. So Michael S. Zhang at gmail.com and James David Murin Jr. at gmail.com. So please add these 2 emails and hit Invite to your project. And that is the final bit of setup you'll have to do. And at this point, you are ready to go for the program. Congratulations.